Honda clients, really, you just have to continue touching and reaching out to them, letting them know, hey, I'm here. I'm here to serve, take care of your car. I'm your dealership. So the communications that we reach out to them, sometimes it doesn't necessarily even have to be a special offer to come back. It's just saying, hey, we noticed that you postponed this service last time. We're wondering when were you deciding to come back and get it done. We do that. We do, sometimes it's a 10% offer, or it could be a specific service that I know that clients are declining on. I'll make the offer more attractive, or send out a piece that has more of the features and benefits on it that they're able to understand the importance of doing it. So it's stuff like that. And then timing is everything. People, if you give them too much time, they're going to go somewhere else. So you want to reach out to them right away, a couple days after, and then have a series of campaigns after that to just keep touching them. Hey, we're still here. Right now with X-Time, everything's set up. I know that, the first week of the following month, I'm going to hear from JR, I'm going to hear from Kobe. We're going to go over the numbers. We're going to look at what's working, what's not. Like yesterday, it was just a recap from the previous month, but me and Kobe went in there and we opened up the doors a little bit more for waiters. We opened up more for more cars to come in at specific times. There's always something new that I'm finding. So that tells me that X-Time as a company is constantly working to be better and better. Where a lot of the other companies, it's just, here's our program, use it, it's going to work, and that's it. And it's just very dry and bland. There's no excitement to it. The majority of dealerships have these tools. They all have them. But do they use them, right? That's the whole point. Is how often do you be honest with yourself as a service manager? How often do you sit down and do you look at these things? How often do you share these things with your employees, or even with your technicians or your porters or the general managers, right? How many general managers walk in and say, what's our show rate? Sometimes when you're working in service, you feel like you're on this island all by yourself. If you have all these different facets to attract your clients back to you, utilize them. Check every single option. It gives you a better opportunity to bring people back in, but you got to use it. If you don't use it, it's going to do you no good. I think the email capture rate has been the biggest thing that we struggled for many years, being in the 80s and 70s for an email capture rate. Now we're like in the 90s. I think that the amount of revenue we're able to generate on the service drive using the iPads has really helped to move the hours per hour up as well. We struggled really at an hour, so now we're like 1.2, 1.3, and that number continues to climb. I think that the show rate, being accountable to knowing whether or not your clients are showing up, and are we following up with those clients that don't show up after they miss their appointment. Seeing that number being in the 90s all the time has been a great attribute too. Where we struggled, we were in the 80s prior to that. When I started the business prior to X-Time, it was like hit or miss. You just sat there and you waited for your business to happen. Well, now you are in control of your business and you're making things happen with your business. So that's really been the biggest part of using X-Time for me, is just being able to see what I'm putting out and what's coming back in, and knowing that it's working. And with the reporting and being able to see that helps me. You feel accomplished. You just don't feel like you just sat there and something happened and this miracle occurred and you're like, okay, that happened. What's going to happen next month? So now you feel like you're a little bit more in control of it.